One of the biggest shows in the world right now, Cobra Kai, has origins that more or less began 5 years ago in a Mexican restaurant. Longtime best friends Hayden Schlossberg, Josh Heald, and Jon Hurwitz were talking about their childhood hero, William Zabka, and the rest, as they say, is history. Cobra Kai now has 3 seasons and a 4th one coming up. While everyone is looking forward to the 4th season, the creators are busy discussing the possible spin-off. In this video, we're going to talk about the details we know so far about the possible Cobra Kai spin-off. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss any new videos that we post. There's no doubt that the 4th season will be exciting and there's so much to look forward to. And given the success of the show has been enjoying, the show might very well continue beyond the 4th season. As to what could be happening in the Cobra Kai universe, show creator Hayden Schlossberg has hinted that spin-offs could be in the works somewhere down the road. According to Schlossberg, the show itself in some ways is a spin-off. We're taking Johnny's life and his point of view. It's one of those things where we think about it all the time in some ways. With every character, you think of their backstory. The remarks from Schlossberg echo the sentiments of the rest of the creative team. According to Hurwitz, he and his fellow producers have ideas far no less than 5 spin-offs. Although they refuse to give us specifics right now about what they have in their heads, he did say that some of them will not be traditional. He said that there is also the opportunity of exploring different times in characters' lives, and this opens up the possibilities for prequels. However, which character warrants a spin-off? That is the big question which we don't have any answers to. The majority of characters in the show are quite young and therefore they don't have that much backstory to explore, and this makes the idea of a prequel quite difficult. Some of the younger characters like Tori or Robbie might have sequel spin-offs down the road as they are interesting enough for further exploration. One character that has plenty of material is Kreese. However, the show already did a good job filling in the details of his life in the 3rd season. What happened to his life prior to the events of the Karate Kid movies have been pretty much discussed. So would it be worth exploring what happened to him between the Karate Kid movies and Cobra Kai? Will people be interested to watch it? It might not be the best formula for success. The only thing we know for sure is that Netflix has a great brand on their hands and they will no doubt milk it for what it's worth. They want to keep it alive beyond the natural span of the show. In an interview with Pop Culture, Jon Hurwitz's exact words were, "The hope is that these characters are in a place that could lead to more stories down the road. We love the show Breaking Bad, for example." It's quite interesting for Hurwitz to compare the show to the legendary Breaking Bad, perhaps because Breaking Bad also has its own spin-off, Better Call Saul, which is equally an enjoyable drama thriller. Cobra Kai may not enjoy the popularity that of Breaking Bad, but it can leave a powerful legacy because its foundations are built on the classic Karate Kid franchise. So the comparison does carry weight, and Cobra Kai could easily reach Breaking Bad's level by making sure it follows in the show's footsteps. Let's look back on how the show started. After 2 seasons on YouTube, the spin-off found a new life on Netflix. Cobra Kai started as a revival of the rival between Karate Kid hero Daniel LaRusso and his arch-nemesis Johnny Lawrence more than 3 decades after their showdown in the All-Valley tournament. Since then, the feud has grown to take over their lives and also the lives of the entire high school where they attended. The 2nd season ended with a school-wide war that involved the students of the different dojos, resulting in Miguel going to the hospital and Daniel's wife furiously demanding him to shut the dojo down immediately. Watching the 3rd season, there are new hints of more darkness, such as Johnny taking the dagger in the finale. It's like watching the young wizards of Harry Potter becoming darker and growing up from young innocent children to something more. The show is building up to life and death stakes. In terms of the show's darkness, it's just the nature of where the story is going when exploring Kreese's backstory, someone we all know as tormented and a person who has such dark views of the world. It's inevitable for the show to go to such dark places and for the show's creators. It all goes back to giving credit to younger viewers that they're all capable of handling some darkness. Heald said that he and other creators of the show wanted to show that in the real world, resorting to violence can backfire. Showing the consequences necessitates the development of new characters, and this is why the show introduced several new characters, including Robbie and Sam. The show navigates the balance between martial arts action and real-life consequences of everyone's actions. Violence and kids are some of the principal themes of the show, and they wanted to highlight it because it's such a disturbing subject that is not only happening in the United States, but all over the world. Since we can bet money, we'll be seeing the 4th season with the planned spin-offs. Let's talk about the things we can look forward to sooner than later. Fans will have to wait for the 4th season a little bit longer because we just received updates that the 4th season won't be coming in July 2021. Although the 4th season won't be available in July in Netflix, the Karate Kid movies will be available in July. Production has already wrapped up in spring, and if you haven't caught up to the series, now is the best time to do so. There's a good chance we're seeing the new season either in October or November because generally we need to wait about 6 months after production wraps up until new seasons are added in the streaming service. However, lately the gap between filming and the premiere has gotten shorter. Netflix already has a great lineup for the holidays, and adding Cobra Kai to the lineup is going to make it awesome. Is there a teaser out? Yep, there's a teaser, and it introduces a major cast addition. Thomas Ian Griffith returns as Terry Silver. He's the antagonist who joins forces with Kreese in The Karate Kid Part 3 to give Daniel LaRusso more trouble. His appearance has already been foreshadowed at the end of the third season when Kreese made a mysterious phone call. From the look of things, Kreese and Silver are going to get not just LaRusso, but Johnny Lawrence, Silver's former protege, as well. Like the 3 previous seasons, the 4th season will continue to explore the dynamics between Johnny and Daniel. Friendship, redemption, and sacrifice will be explored more thoroughly, plus we can also expect all the good stuff we come to expect from the show. Everyone can remember that during the 3rd season, Daniel and Johnny looked like they were ready to put their differences aside, and they were both in the midst of unifying their different dojos so that they could both take on Kreese's students as well as the All Valley Karate Tournament approaches. But we all know that journey won't be so easy. Season 4 will presumably continue to set the stage for the series' possible endgame. However, don't expect for everything to be wrapped up so nicely. The creators are already in discussions about the 5th season and beyond. For as long as Netflix continues to make the show and fans continue to watch it, we can be sure to be seeing more. The new season will also be seeing new faces such as Una O'Brien and Dallas Dupree. Both will apparently be playing regular characters in the show and will undoubtedly be chucking knucks at some point. There are also hints that there are huge changes ahead for Daniel's family in season 4. There's growing tension with the dojos and the preparations for the upcoming karate tournament, but there might be even bigger changes happening in the LaRusso's home. Issues at home could prove distracting for Daniel. It has been reported that the house where the family lives was being sold by its owners at the time production wrapped. There's also been rumors that the LaRussos may be relocating to a new home. Although they may be keeping the house until the end of the season, a move feels inevitable. Keep in mind that the beautiful home was wrecked by a big fight between the Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai students, and the damage could see Daniel and his wife selling their place and moving to a new one. Having it repaired could be an option, but they could decide to just cut their losses and move on, and we don't think it's a good idea for Kreese's students to know exactly where Daniel lives. A move for the family could also be related to Silver's anticipated return. His return is bad news, and we can say this with great confidence as we look back on the dirty tactics he pulled to hurt Daniel in The Karate Kid Part 3. We have come to the end of our video, folks. What spin-off would you like to see, and which character do you want to see in it? Let us know in the comments section.